The only capacity that I have is to serve as a vehicle for myself to translate itself into the world. The only capacity that I have, the only purpose I serve is to serve as a vehicle. Something about ancestry, I think, has to do with this. The only purpose I serve, sort of like leaving, is to enact behind something other than I know or can explain in my vehicle state. So, but then maybe that's therefore how can I cannot be defined in my present state ever know what I'm doing nor or do what I seek it's having in either except myself to reflect back to myself what impact it's having upon the people around me. The question then becomes, do I seek some kind of capacity, anti-resolve that I have cannot be defined or mass confusion, nor do I seek to serve as disruption a vehicle. And I don't think that that's what I'm after. Maybe that's why I'm to translate. I feel sort of at worst. The question then becomes, do I seek some kind of anti-resolve? I can't accept equally reflect back to myself, speak equal balancing, having my heart true honest place with somebody else. So this therefore I cannot be defined that I need to listen, nor do I seek results. I can't either myself or fully. Likewise, I can't really make my heart from a true honest place. Very much with somebody else. Some kind of when I listen. If I take the time to filling my life up with, because what I am trying busy tasks is some kind of liminal space, some kind of in between. As I can, but these are things I already know. I can be more efficient with my energy. That both contradicts itself. Take the time to stop and harmonizes. It's only meaning itself going back together until I and of course Eastern philosophies. This makes perfect sense. It's yin yang. It's what but these are things I already know. The universe blabbering on. Whether or not that's something I learned today on my walk, creating in proportional parts. It's only something meaningful. What's going I don't know, and I don't think it's until I actually record it somehow. Decide, document it somehow. Physics, or what is creating something somehow. Since life creates itself every second and has whether or not that's always creating creates and destroys itself. Something I don't know, and I don't think it's my. It's up to me to couple examples of this. I think for myself, what is creating something? So since life creates itself every second, and has some kind of document of I can't create and destroy. That's what art speak. And both of those somehow I reveal from a true, honest place with somebody else. The artist is a vehicle, and they can't escape being to the extent that I need to listen. We have in a way kind of document. It's the most open activity. Roles. Likewise, that's what art. I can't really reveal. So speaking of roles, very much. An art is always fulfilling my life. I can't escape being a vehicle. School, busy tasks. Whether or not that's creating. Conversation. Just thought of something that somebody said once. I don't know, and I don't think about art that hasn't been made yet. Of myself, I feel like I've been doing one side. Of others, that's what I'm stuck. What is creating something all inside of me? Since life creates itself second and has always and will always. But creates and destroys. I instantly just thought of something that somebody said once. Just like talk about art that hasn't been made yet. I feel like I've been doing a little. I feel motivated, and I feel made with myself. All inside of me. If all we have is some kind of document. There's no one I want to talk to. An activity away. If that's what art. And I also feel like there's everyone in the world that I just reveal to. Like I'm so graced with. And art is so the artist is always intelligent, beautiful people, and they can't escape being a vehicle too. But I feel lonely. In a way, I also feel like there's no one I want to talk to. So then that leads my head to go, what's everyone in the world that I could talk to? Like I'm so what's graced with, I've been envious. So then it becomes back to this other question of what do I do? So So what do I do? What do I do? I can't let it hang. I can't let it just stay hanging.
It's really wonderful.
Just like I can't let the one-on-one conversations I had with
just
people
annoying that
stay
I think
hanging.
my family bugs me because they challenge me sides to have the last word.
And I gotta like somehow make a list of what I learned from each person I talked to. And I still have to make the John too long. And, you know, that's... Who freaking cares about that? Next time I see
my
him,
family
it's
bugs me
like,
because
hey,
they challenge
we never
me.
talked about my crit. You have 4 words for me? Something like that. It's so stupid. Sometimes I think this whole art bullshit is so stupid. And I think, oh my god, I'm just fucked up. Like, I'm just... That's just because I'm doubting. It's just because I have a conflated image of myself, and I don't think I deserve to call myself an artist. And part of that, I think, is because I have that in my genes. From both sides. You know? So here I am critiquing the entire world. Nothing's ever going to be good enough unless it's rearranging the system.
All the way down
somehow.
on the right.
I don't think of myself as an anarchist. I don't think things should become upheavaled. And I commend people for being content. I actually envy it. I think my family bugs me because they challenge me. And ain't that a lot to chew on? Ay, ay, ay. That was a good walk.